Here we are again.
Here we are.
Welcome.
Hey, hey. Another version of In Bed with Armand and Angelina. And Armand, I have to say, you are a really good-looking man. And I am really, blessed and... Wow.
Go on.
I could hardly sit next to you right now.
Go on. That's very nice. You know, it's funny because I painted in this beard yesterday just from my Gloria Gaynor video, and I wanted to look kind of 70s, so I just kind of painted it in, and it's still in there. I think she liked me with a beard. Unfortunately, my beard hasn't been this dark and virile for many years now. It's pretty salt and pepper. So that's probably it.
I don't even see that.
You probably feel like a cougar. You're with a younger guy. All right. So.
All right. Let's do the daily word.
What about Alexa?
Oh, you do that first if you like.
Let's do the daily word first.
Let's do the daily word.
Oh, shout out to Joy Dan. We posted today's daily word, and Joy said she likes it better when Angelina reads it and I play the flute. That was very cool and nice of you. So this is for you.
This is for you. Okay. Today's daily word is bloom. I am unique and ready to bloom. May Day is the perfect time for me to think about my spiritual development and how I am blooming into the fullest expression of my divine nature. I remember that for flowers to bloom, they need plenty of water, sunshine, and nourishing soil. With patience, blossoms are sure to come. I ponder what I need in order to bloom. I listen deeply to discern my purpose and the steps I can take to begin realizing it. I am open, receptive, and fully present to this now moment. I am ready to learn and grow. Whatever is happening in my life, I accept it as a blessing and see it as a place to start. I allow myself to become a unique and beautiful blossom in the everlasting garden of life.
Aho.
Aho.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. Today is the 1st of May, and I've got something new for you to say. All the month long, I'll be celebrating Mom. Just say, celebrate moms.
Alexa, celebrate moms.
Today I'm celebrating moms with a joke. Your mother's so super. Wonder Woman had to change her name too. Just okay, lady. But to keep this mom fest going, come back tomorrow and say, celebrate moms.
Oh, she's never fails to amuse us.
That is true. All right, so we are going to talk about attachment. So I don't know if all of you are feeling this and having this go on, but our internet service here is so slow. And, like when we do this video and then we upload it to YouTube and then put it on Facebook, it takes like 3 or 4 hours for all of that to happen. And yesterday we we rented a movie to watch, and it buffered all day. So it took us like all day to watch this movie. So, it's sometimes I would say I might have been a little frustrated and a little, oh my gosh, right?
It was definitely a privileged people problem,
It
but
was.
In her defense, there were 2 guys she has a crush on in the movie, Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman. I don't want to really recommend it because it's a little rough, a la The Hangover. But if you like rough movies, a la The Hangover, you can check out those 2 guys.
And it does have a happy ending, so
it
was
does.
Cool.
And it does have a really hot redhead in it.
And Olivia.
Oh, and Olivia Wilde. A hot brunette and a hot redhead. Whoa. Swing.
So anyway, we're going to just talk about being okay and being unattached and be okay with change, let it flow, acceptance, let go of the control that it has to be a certain way right now, So this is just the way things are. Hopefully you aren't experiencing that too, but I think that it is a common thing from what I've been talking to some people about.
I have a little shout out. In one of our videos recently, I said that I thought Dick Van Dyke was no longer living, and he is alive and well. He's about 93 years old, and he had a cameo in Mary Poppins Returns, and it was his brother that passed away. Jerry Van Dyke that passed away back in 2018. If Dick Van Dyke had passed away in 2018, that would not have been him in Mary Poppins Returns. So somehow my brain fizzled, you know.
Right. Okay, we're going to start with a quote. You may not be able to control every situation and its outcome, but you can control your attitude and how you deal with it.
I like it. It's funny. I used to always think, why are you reading those? They can read them. But, you know, maybe people will have their eyes closed when they play this. And the other day when they were backwards, it really helped.
Yeah, good thing I did read them. Yeah, so so I looked up about Buddhism because they all talk about attachment, and that the root of suffering is attachment, and how we can have more joy and contentment if we can let go of that. And you know what? I think I'm just going to read this. I wasn't going to, but
nice.
The purpose of practicing Buddhism is to enable your mind to give up this grasping. In other words, the goal is to have a mind that is free from attachment. That is our ultimate goal. When our minds are free from attachment, then there is nothing to bind it and make it a slave to the world. And so I work on that because I do have a control freak inside me where I want to always be in charge and control. And so when things aren't going right, I tend to so this is really good for me. I guess I'm talking about this because I need to work on this myself. Yes?
Awesome.
So I also find Daily Word. Last night I wanted, I love to read it, and it was 1 a.m. and it still hadn't gone up on the site, and I couldn't understand that too. Here it is, May 1st at 1 a.m. and usually it comes up before that date. And so I thought, you know what? Okay, we just won't read the Daily Word. I had another thing I was going to read instead. And then I find when you let that go, it usually shows up. So when you're busy trying to find something or do something, you just say, okay, it's divine order. It's not supposed to happen. We're just going to let it go. And then boom, it shows up.
The same thing happened with the movie we were watching. We couldn't get it to go past about 15 minutes. And then we just said, you know what? We'll just watch it buffer. It'll take twice as long. I'm flicking through all the different wireless networks and our hotspot on our phones and blah, blah.
Right.
Nothing. All of a sudden, we kind of went, this is it. We're supposed to watch this movie very patiently. And boom, it played all the way through.
Right. So I'm just going to say maybe 2 other things. It's always good to have tools and stuff like that. So Armand's song that says everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay,
it's not the end.
It's not the end. So that's a good phrase to always say when things aren't flowing the way you want and have attachment and not in the flow. And just always go with gratitude. The Buddhists say gratitude ends suffering instantly. Wow. I like that. And so I'm just going to give you another tool that Armand talks about. Which will you tell them about a gratitude?
So you may have heard me talk about this. One day I got this idea of a gratitude. I basically said to Spirit, when am I going to quit making so many mistakes? And Spirit said, never. You'll always make mistakes, but I'll give you a tool that will clean them up. And I called it a gratitude. Basically, when you think something or say something or act in a negative way, all you have to do is think or say or act in 2 positive ways around it. So a very simple example is somebody cuts you off on the road and you say, you jerk. And then you might say, well, thank you so much for not hitting me. Or I'm so glad that I'm not in a car with you. You say 2 positive things around the situation that was negative. That's it.
It works. I like it a lot, Armand. You're brilliant.
You do. You're just awesome.
All right. So I'm just going to do one more quote because I think that's kind of it.
Yep, we're up to 10 minutes.
All right. So, attachments are only good for emails, not good for real life.
Nice.
Yes, yes.
I got to play a couple hours of singles tennis this morning, which is really awesome for me.
Yes. Do you want to do this or
No, let's do it.
Okay. So you know what? I wanted to do something fun. I always like to try to do something silly, crazy, funny. So we're gonna do a Mad Lib. I don't know if you all remember that back when like we were in.
They have to be over 55 or they won't know what a Mad Lib is.
So what they do, it's a little story, and you have a person fill it. It'll say an adjective, a noun, and you do it in the order, and then you fill it in as you tell the story. So I had Armand fill all these little things in with not knowing what it was going to go to. So he just knew he had to do a noun, an adjective, a name, whatever that is. And this is the outcome. Hi, my name is...
Eckhart Tolle.
And I have a secret to share with you. I'm a normal child by day and a...
sensory deprivation tank.
By night. Only you and my best friend...
the Dalai Lama.
knows my secret. You may be wondering how this happened. Well, one night I was...
sumo wrestling.
at home, and boom, the lights went out and...
Nacho Libre.
showed up. He said in a booming voice, because your favorite color is...
fuchsia.
You have been chosen to be...
a tapeworm.
My mission is to save the people of...
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Shout out to my ABQ friends, especially
That's right.
Gordon Kyler.
by doing my favorite things.
Exercising, playing tennis, and hang gliding.
This may sound easy, but it is no walk in the park. It requires hard work and...
internet trolling.
Continue to end. Weirdness. Is that what it is?
My weakness.
My weakness is eating.
Smoothies.
They are gross. Keep that away from me. I save the world every night. When I wake up in the morning, I go back to my normal life at...
Juilliard School in New York City.
So I don't know. It's kind of silly. But
Why not?
why not have that
Gotta be
playful
silly.
child come out
Gotta
in
have
us, right?
fun. We love you.
That's right.
Thanks for tuning
Did you tell
in.
them about the concert that's coming up?
Oh, yes. Sunday night, 6 p.m., we'll be streaming Native American Flute, Angelic Voice, and Angel Harp concert/meditation. It'll go for maybe about 45 minutes or so.
Right.
And we hope you'll get a chance to tune in.
Bye. Have a good day. Be in the flow of life.
Good afternoon, Alexa. Alexa, good afternoon. Alexa,
Alexa.
good afternoon. Yep, she didn't like it. Bye.
Bye.